Okay. It's going.
So how far off are we? How long you want to wait?
As soon as we move this over to the 3-minute one, we'll be 3 minutes away.
Hi, this is John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And you're watching The Horror Show.
Hello, darling. I'm Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and you're watching The Horror Show.
Dead. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the what's up, everyone? I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Jaime Fuego.
And this is your Horror Show News
with
Booze.
So yeah, we always muck up this intro. I feel like it's.
I always muck up
me.
this intro. I do it weekly, and I can't get it right.
Yeah,
and yet I think right. Move a little to your right.
To my
yeah, I just don't want to.
I'm getting cozy, bro.
I know, buddy.
I'm getting
right.
cozy. I love this guy.
Hang on, wait. Let me fix it. I can fix the coziness a little bit. All right. So now.
That
now
you're cozy, not to be confused with
now
I can get some separates. Now we're kind of like no.
All right, so
yeah, we have a lot.
What's up, guys? We have a lot to talk about today.
Tons to talk about.
As usual with the Horror News with Booze, we are going to be going through all of the stories, and then we can address the comments because we have a lot to get to today. So without further ado,
it might be a little bit of speed round.
Good Lord. The screen just turned off. Just real quick before we dive in, we've got Channel Sundown, Rubber Soul, Sam Power, Survivor, Marsha Parker is here. Moochology producer Dave.
Marsha,
Ms. Morning and Retro Ray's Succulents and the Reader in Black. What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Love you guys. Mauricio is here as well.
Producer Dave.
All right, cool. So Dave will be monitoring the comments. Marsha will be as well. Marsha, I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator.
Yes.
So now you're officially a moderator.
Moderator.
You and Dave can fight in the chat. But all right, let's dive into the news.
As they shall. Yes, news.
Hey, can you guys hear us okay, by the way? All that good? Happy?
Hopefully.
Good? I'm assuming so.
We're hoping.
All right, cool. No. What's up, Cody Leach? Oh, shit, Cody Leach. What's up, Cody Leach?
Cody motherfucking Leach.
Cody, I was going to actually ask, now next week we have to do our 4-year podcast, but
we're supposed to do it this week.
2 weeks from now, I was thinking maybe we could do that. So, all right, here we go. Thank you. Jaime's drinking hipster beer. All right.
I'm not drinking hipster beer. I'm an Irishman.
I can't get distracted by the comments. I'm blanking the comments out for now.
I'm drinking Guinness. Come on.
Guinness, y'all. Guinness.
Yes. Okay, if I was hipster, I'd be drinking Smittix, which actually I prefer. However.
You're drinking Guinness.
Yes. Guinness, bitch. Guinness. Okay. Check it out, guys. We know this was a rumor for a while. There was a lot of, like, hearsay, speakery, so on and so forth. Everybody's
it's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
I will never sing that song. I hate that fucking band.
I don't
care. Anyway, so Rob Zombie, he is going back to the well. There was a lot of rumors about this transpiring, and he is officially filming. It's not just, like, an idea. It's not just, like, in pre-production or whatever. He kept it secret, and... Wow.
Good God almighty.
Things falling.
Holy shit.
That's not as bad.
Woo!
That is do not go in there. Woo!
Oh my God.
Not as bad as the Hail to Stephen King Oscar screening.
Wow. God bless America. That scared the shit out of me.
Indeed.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Wow. I want to see your reactions there. So, it's officially happening. It's officially filming. It's already... like going down.
How though? How is it a sequel?
Well, and that's where people are speculating about the title of this. It's called 3 from Hell.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, are we getting a Jason Voorhees like resurrected aspect? Are we like what are they doing?
I would love
with
to
these
see
3 characters?
Those fucking people fight their way out of hell. How fucking badass would that be, dude? That would be so awesome.
And actually, you know what's funny in the fact that they were like almost anti-heroes in the Devil's Rejects, because remember, everybody hated them in the first film, and then in the second film, even though they were the bad guys, we almost kind of rooted for them to some degree. Wouldn't it be funny for them trying to escape from hell, and they're fighting people way worse than them, and they're just killing and trying to escape? You just really sent me on a... I don't know.
That'd be really fun.
A tangent I wasn't expecting it.
Don't think hell in the sense of like fire and brimstone. Think hell in the sense of really small town with all the saturation pulled out. You know, that you have to kind of fight your way out of. It's just full of evil people. I don't know that they'd be fighting demons and such, but just really evil people that have been sent to hell, and they fucking fight their way through them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's almost like the Suicide Squad approach, where you take bads to fight worse bads kind of shit. I don't know. Rob Zombie, Rubber Soul gives a heart. Yeah, but for
nothing.
31,
nothing broke. But I did want to say, Cody from Wet Paint Pictures is here. Thank you for the compliment on the new intro. Hopefully you guys like the new intro. We are going to be doing that as a little bit of like a 5-minute lead into every stream.
Yeah.
And we might be changing it up. You guys will get. We're going to start to alternate some of our station IDs and some of our. We might start presenting some of our comedy sketches as a pre-show sort of thing.
I think that would be awesome, actually.
So yeah, I'm thinking about ways to represent some of our old material. Yeah, the Zeddy Hill
running around. I
had to pull out yakety sax because we got hit for it. So.
Of course we did. Those.
All right, so
anyway,
next one.
This is exciting. It is happening. We do have a third Devil's Rejects House of a Thousand Corpses film. It's going to be a trilogy officially. Another big franchise that this is going to be a remake of a remake. So Sarah Michelle Gellar.
What?
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar was in the remake, and they did a sequel too, where she was like just barely in the beginning of it or something like that. But they're actually they're going deep with the fact that the writer-director of The Eyes of My Mother, which was a very popular... I still haven't seen it, unfortunately, so...
Yeah, I don't have either. Black and white.
Yeah, black and white, artsy, as you know. But, I mean, going with that sort of talent for this remake of The Grudge, which is what they're doing, and then the talent they're assembling, there's a girl from Black Mirror, they're also tossing on Damien Picard, and they're tossing on John Cho from, he has just recently
second season of Exorcist and Star Trek films, and, of course, Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, which people are worried that the new season of The Exorcist is going to get canceled.
Do you recall not been good. What John Cho is actually the originator of?
Enlighten me.
I'm sure people will say it was around before this. But to my recollection, John Cho was the originator of MILF, MILF, Mom, I'd like to fuck. He's the one that said that in the original American Pie.
Okay, that's where it entered our popular vernacular.
Me too. I'd never heard MILF before that either. So John Cho has a very storied history in cinema.
I still prefer American Pie too, but the first one is iconic in its stupidity.
Thank you, Cody, for that compliment.
You're the pie fucker. Jay and Silent Bob, you all. And also another shout out, I think, to Kevin Smith is in order for the fact that he just got back on YouTube this past week after experiencing a heart attack. The Widowmaker. He was like, it didn't even feel like a heart attack, which is what was crazy. It shows the subtlety of how we can approach death, and that's scary to me. And so,
but here's the thing: what he said that struck home with me. He said when it happened, he was in a place kind of of peace. He's like, you know what? I've had a really good life, and you know what I thought? I was like, if I had a heart attack right now, that is not what I would think. I have some fucking work to do, which is another reason why I've been working out so much and trying to do my thing. So yes, thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. I'm working hard on it. So what be next, sir? Oh, let me do the next one.
Yeah, I think you should do the next one because of the fact that this was a film that both of us were surprised at how much we liked.
We were. We were surprised at how much fun it was. It was a PG-13 horror Groundhog Day.
We thought it was going to suck.
No, we did, and it ended up being surprisingly entertaining, much in the same vein that I thought Wish Upon was more entertaining than I thought. And I actually have the unrated Wish Upon, which we need to watch. I want to watch the gory version.
I think a lot of credit to this goes to the actress Jessica Rothe, whatever her name is.
Honeyball.
Blondie Pants, yeah. I mean, she started out super bitch-tastic.
Blondie Pants?
It was basically, Mean Girls, and she, owned it, as she should, and stuff, and yet...
Mean Girls, like Amanda.
Yeah.
She loves that.
And yet the character arc came around Maddie, even more so loves that. But yeah, she ended up really just... experiencing a little bit about self-revelation and stuff like that and all those stupid cliches, but when you see them and they're done well, you're like, oh, well, they're not cliches. That's just like natural things in life we all, if we're in the right experience. So, yes.
All right.
Do you like the idea that this is already set to go? We had rumors about it.
I think it happened relatively quickly, but at the same time,
profitability happens.
They jump on it.
Dude, the original movie, $4.5 million budget. Over $100 million.
It made over 100?
It made over 100.
Not domestically.
Not domestic, but over 100 worldwide. And you have to think, maybe they spent...
That's a fuck ton of profit, man.
Maybe they... Jesus. But that's the Blumhouse model. That's what they like to do.
That's right, Jason Blum. Please let me have... All I need is one meeting. Just one. I just need 30 seconds. Jason Blum, I just need 30 seconds to pitch you one idea. You could make this film for $2 million, and I guarantee you it would make at least 30 to 50. I guarantee it. Oh, I just wish I could talk to Jason Blum about Bracer. Yeah. Oh my God, I want to so bad, dude. Oh, all right. So,
even more so than alternate.
Alternate we could make for $20,000 and turn a profit of probably $5 to $10 million.
Honestly, both of my film ideas, which indie dramedy shit, Cold Feet Running and 19 Septembers, both of those could be made for less than $1 million easily too. So yeah.
Amanda says I can't sit with her. fucking mean girl. All right, so what's next, Fuego?
Oh, shout out to Samuel Glass. I cannot, Sam, I can't tell you how much I am continuing to love and trying to tell other people about Phantom of the Paradise. Amazing.
I know. Jason Blum does have about 5 billion people saying the same thing. I know, Sam. I know. Yeah. I know. You're right.
Yeah.
30 seconds with Jason Blum is what I want for my next birthday. Yeah, I would take that too.
Give it to me. I need some more. So, anyway, story 4 is going to be the fact that...
Story number 4!
Yes, story number 4. Hulu is expanding their horror, original content, which is really cool. They are trying to butt heads with Netflix, which is interesting. And, oh man, where's the title? Okay. Demons. That's a very complex title. Very insane. There was a hysteria in the 80s and the 90s, which we both experienced, you know, where it was like everything from music to, like different cults and, I mean, anything where there was the slightest bit of, like, demonic association. Most of the religious groups, which my parents and, bless their hearts, a lot of their contemporaries were behind, they just put all of this appearance on it. And there is a new series being developed by Netflix, which is called... It's called The Thrill, which is... I don't know what I think about that name. But nonetheless, it's supposed to have some sort of mystery hotel aspect to it. There is going to be a girl who is like a just alpha female corrupted by this essence of, satanic indoctrination and shit like that. I don't know what I think about this, but I think it's cool that Hulu, especially with how many people love The Handmaid's Daughter, or is that The
Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale, yeah, that's the one. Have you seen any of that one?
No.
Yeah,
I have not.
I actually haven't either, and I've heard it's dystopian. It's very just topically controversial and so on. But yeah, I have not seen any of it, and this is them with this particular series. And I know you're just like, come on, man, let's speed that.
No,
shit up.
I just had an itchy head.
Yeah. They're also going for the fact that it's going to be 80s and 90s, and just kind of the entire hoopla that transpired in that particular time. But nonetheless, more just, I don't know, period, just kind of grasping, so to speak.
I'm not...
Which I'm lessening on, personally. As much as I love it, I'm kind of getting over it.
It's getting a little bit old, too. But listen, the fact that Hulu is spotlighting horror more, I'm happy with that. They'll have to have their trials and tribulations as far as finding shows that stick and stuff. But listen, there might be enough horror fans with Hulu that they're going to get enough people to watch it, and it's going to be a long-running series. You never know. The Handmaid's Tale was fucking nominated for awards out the butthole.
Oh yeah.
So it's not surprising. Look, we can poo-poo it. We can poo-poo Demons as much as we want, but it might end up being a badass little fucking thing. So I'm down. Anytime horror is getting more of a spotlight, I'm fine. Like, literally, when's the last time that we as horror fans could genuinely say we are spoiled for choices? Yeah. We really are. Like, now we have to literally be discerning about what we watch, because it's like, there's just so much content out there to consume. We want to make sure that it's worth our time and energy and effort.
And that's actually something that I wanted to just briefly throw out here with everybody is like, okay, you guys know that we cover most of the popular horror films and stuff out there, and lots of lesser shit, but is there a series in particular you have not seen us doing any coverage? Because we did
Channel
Ash
Zero
vs. Evil Dead, we did Exorcist.
Everyone will say Channel Zero.
Everybody will probably say Channel Zero, and those are actually like just a few bites, like 6 episodes.
And I'm happy to do it if you guys could tell me how to watch it for free.
Yeah.
Someone come over and fix my Cody. And I'll be all over that shit.
Cody.
I'm almost caught up. I finished Punisher, and I'm almost done with... Well, I just started Jessica Jones, but for fuck's sake, it feels like it's taking forever already. This second season of Jessica Jones is a bummer.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from.
And then Luke Cage is coming back in just a couple months, too. Yeah. So, like, they're going to be overtaking my time, but I want to catch up on some of these horror shows. I still got to watch Veronica, but otherwise, I need them to go to Netflix, because I still got to watch Channel Zero. I still got to finish Walking Dead. I still got to finish this season of Supernatural. And I actually got to go back and finish the second season of Preacher, too.
Ooh, yeah.
Still haven't watched that.
Yeah, as do I. And second season was significantly better. And
yeah, it felt like it. It started that way, but the person I was watching it with is no longer going to be watching it with me, so...
Ixnay on the persona, say. So, check it out. We have another series which we can talk about, because so much horror is going streaming, okay? And the producing team behind Stranger Things... And the producing team, well, actually James Wan himself and his production company are going together for a new Netflix series. And, aside from the fact that it is going to be of the supernatural, like, nasty variety and based on a YA novel, which is called There's Someone Inside Your House, we don't really know much about it. It's supposed to be, like, horror-centric, but also with some John Hughes sensibilities, which I know we've seen in certain approaches recently. But I actually like that, where you get more of a humanistic aspect and, personability to some of these kids and stuff like that. I had an ex that hated the fact that I loved coming of age and just, stuff that focuses on when we're in those formative years. I love that stuff, though. I cannot get past it, whether it's the fact that I was surprised Stand By Me won on the Hail to Stephen King Live Oscars or what. I mean, I do think that there is a vast market for people who want to relive certain aspects of their childhood, and it makes them feel just warm and happy inside, and also that kind of bittersweet aspect. And I think that a series like this, especially if it's got, Stranger Things producers behind it, and it also has James Wan jumping on to assist with the process, do you think this could be cool?
Absolutely. I mean, if James Wan is involved, it can absolutely be cool. He's my new favorite horror creator. He is the new Wes Craven in my estimation. Like,
he is rumored to direct some of the episodes here.
Super exciting, super cool. Fucking exciting, absolutely. Yeah. And the producers behind Stranger Things obviously know what they're doing outside of one particular episode of season 2.
Yeah, which I still haven't finished that. Hit me in the hate mail for I haven't finished Stranger Things season 2.
Well, it wasn't as good as season 1, so I can't really blame you.
And that was the hype machine behind it. The fact that I was kind of disenfranchised with the fact that we were so there at, like, the forefront, dude. I mean, we watched it the very first weekend that it was available. I mean, shit, the first couple days. And we did all those reviews, and yeah, it became a cultural phenomenon after we watched it. So we were first to the thing, and I almost it's almost like where you're like, oh, this punk band was so good before they signed to a major label, and kind of that type of crap. But nonetheless, yeah, you were so right, dude. James Wan, anything he has his handprints on, whether it's the upcoming Aquaman or whether it's any of the stuff with Blumhouse, I think he's awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he has.
What's next?
Next is gonna be.
I'm stepping over here to turn on a fan, guys. I'm fucking burning up.
Thing, round, do your thing. So there's this guy named Henry Selick, and he has directed films like Coraline, and if I'm not mistaken, please correct me in the comments. He also directed. Did he direct Kubo? I can't remember. I think it was it was still the same animation company.
Yes.
Yeah, but nonetheless, amazing guy, and he is doing something currently for, you guessed it, Netflix as well. And he is bringing in Key and Peele to voice a pair of demon brothers who are going to be in this stop motion movie. I adore the stop motion.
Demon Brothers? Really
Demon
cool.
Brothers, yeah. I adore the stop motion approach.
Tell me
so
Keegan-Michael
much.
Key is... Key and Peele.
Key
both
and
of them.
Peele.
Oh,
both of them.
shit.
They're playing the brothers, bro.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
That's great, because they both played two alien characters in Rick and Morty as like a little cameo, and it was hilarious. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so there's, I mean, you can assume the awesome interplay.
He did Nightmare Before Christmas, says Sam Power.
Yes, he did.
Oh, shit.
He did do Nightmare Before Christmas.
Damn.
He did Coraline. I know he formed a company that also did Box Trolls and...
Did not like Box Trolls.
Really?
Did not like it. Animation was respectable for what they did, but the story was just kind of not good. Boring.
Yeah. Awesome pairing of these guys, and it's just fun to see the fact that even though they've gone on to that... Peele is more behind the scenes, and he is more in front of the camera. I mean, he's going to be in the Predator movie. So
yeah,
I'm stoked for the fact that even though they've jumped off to better and cooler things, it's like, shit, man, they're still flipping broskies, and they can jump on a project like this, which is really cool. I'm sure the money helps, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
anyway.
Yeah, knowing that they're the ones doing this, and it's from that creative team, I'm about it.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Yep, more money for Netflix, man. So the next one is going to be for a film that's coming out this Friday that you have way more interest in than me.
I am so excited to see this.
Yeah.
I'm dragging producer Dave along to watch it with me to do a review. Yep.
Yeah, cheers.
I'm excited to watch this, man. Giant monsters. How could you not want to see it? It's giant monsters.
Sometimes.
You're the fucking worst.
Sometimes.
You're the fucking worst.
Yeah. I don't try to be.
Well, I'll let you know how it is. I'm sure it'll be way more fun than you think because John Boyega is in it.
Well, that excites me thoroughly. But the thing that I did find interesting is that they're doing a pre-promotional campaign with a digital comic, which is already available now, the first 3 issues, that is entitled Pacific Rim Amara! Yeah. And, it's going to kind of flesh out some of the in-between, from the Guillermo film to this new
Okay,
one.
that's fair.
That's coming out.
I don't read a lot of digital comics. If there's a hard copy issue that comes out, I might pick it up.
We have seen this more and more with even like Kong Skull
Tie-ins,
Island
man.
and stuff like that, and even even Predators. There was a Predators prequel and sequel comic that hit for that franchise. It's very popular. I don't know how successful it is, especially with the money they spend on print runs and things of that nature. But
it's cool. It's cool that they're trying. Yeah. I don't know that it'll be a success. These digital tie-ins aren't huge yet. Yeah, not by a long stretch. So,
and it honestly makes you wonder if they are a good idea at this point.
And it really makes you wonder if it's even a good idea at all.
Yes,
go ahead.
It does. Anyway. So there is another original that is coming to Netflix, which people are kind of wondering, or I should say hoping, is not a, Cloverfield paradox sort of situation, but is something that was originally going to be released theatrically, and now Blumhouse has picked it up. It is a vampire film, which is called Family Blood. It is going to hit on March 31st on the streaming service.
Okay.
I am a dampier, just literally, everybody. I am a daywalker. I love this sort of cinema making. There's apparently a story about a woman being an addict and relocating with her child, and then she meets another addict, and it's more like a recovering blood drinker kind of thing. I don't know. It sounds kind of interesting in premise to me, but Netflix doesn't have the same track record that they had 2 years ago. They really don't.
No.
I'm sure you would probably agree.
No,
with me,
they're starting to be so big, that some of the stuff is
too much, man.
Less than stellar.
They can't make sure it's all on point. So I don't know. Anything with vampires, though. Dude.
I'll still watch it. I'll watch I'll watch pretty much anything that Netflix puts out that's horror.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Not everything, but pretty much anything.
Well, I mean, honestly, because of the fact that people will watch reviews and coverage of that stuff, because pretty much everybody has Netflix, and if it's not going to get a VOD release, or it's exclusive to Netflix, and we've seen more exclusives for Shudder and smaller services that we appreciate and support and stuff like that. Netflix is the giant, and anything that comes out for them will probably have interest if we cover it here. So, Vampires Netflix, even though there's scant details, I guess I'm interested. Nothing beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the fact that it's a horror film produced by Netflix, that's fine for me. That's all I need, and I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
So.
And thankfully, we have the last of our Netflix coverage for the goddamn evening.
All right. Well, before real quick,
sick of it.
I know another Netflix story. There's another one. Yes, someone asked. I think it was Samuel asked, "Have you guys ever read the Crossed series?" And I wanted to respond to that because yes, I have a shit ton of trades, and Fuego even
he's my
cosplayed
favorite.
As Crossed, Crossed for a while.
Dude, he's my favorite writer of
Garth Ennis is amazing.
Garth Ennis is fantastic, whether it's just a Pilgrim or...
Thank you, Leo.
Yeah. Dude is tremendous, man. Preacher, The Boys, which is being made currently into a series, and I was sad that they didn't cast Simon Pegg as Wee Huey.
Yeah, well, he's getting older.
Yeah, but they went with a kid, which is cool. So.
Samuel also says Crypt TV is putting out some outrageous shorts. I actually have been toying with the idea of just doing a whole episode where we just watch a bunch of those Crypt TV shorts and just sort of do a massive sort of breakdown review kind of thing.
That'd be interesting.
So we're toying with that idea. But Fuego, what's that last Netflix story then?
The last Netflix story is actually one that is probably more exciting than any of the others for me, in the fact that I think Nightcrawler is one of the most underrated films of the last decade, dude.
Never saw it.
Have you seen it?
Nope.
Oh my lord.
Nope.
Best Jake Gyllenhaal performance ever. Who's with me? Bring it on. Yeah. He was a guy who wanted to be like on hands journalist, like accidents and crazy shit like that, and he actually gets another journalist killed, which was Bill Paxton, now that I recall. His forceful nature with Rene Russo, I mean, everything as he like works his way up through, working for this television station and climbing the ladder. But that particular director, his name is Dan Gilroy. Yep. He is doing something for Netflix. Isn't everybody doing something for a streaming service at this goddamn point? It's pretty nuts. But the one that intrigues me very much about this, despite the fact that they have not given any plot details, despite the fact that we don't even have a title, man, the cast is stellar. We have Gyllenhaal returning to work with this guy. We also have Rene Russo returning to team with this guy. We've got John Malkovich and various others, dude. So, this maybe might not be the biggest one. I was hoping you would see Nightcrawler. I couldn't remember if you had or not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Very talented director, man. And one of my favorite indies of the last, decade, probably. So, I guess there's not a lot you can impart on this.
Not a lot on this one, no. But I'm always, I like Jake Gyllenhaal, so I'll give it a shot. And Five Nights at Freddy's fan says, "Who liked Before I Wake?" We actually really like that movie. We did a review of it on the channel, so check it out. Go search it
with
on
Amanda
our channel.
from Channel Sundown.
Indeed. So, Fuego, what's next?
Yeah, we are jumping to another one, which is going to be a brief little story.
Thank you,
about
Retro.
The fact that Fathom Events is putting together something very special on, I believe it's April 15th, yep, for the end of one Walking Dead season and the passing of the torch to a new Walking Dead season. Yeah, so Fathom Events is showing the season finale of Season 8 of Walking Dead and the end of All Out War, and they're showing the first of Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, which is where Morgan is going to be entering, and they have all these new high-profile people joining the show, including Dharma from Dharma and Greg.
They're trying to save that show. Man, I need to finish Season 3 of that. Is Season 3 of that on Netflix yet?
Netflix? I'm not sure. Yeah, honestly. But a lot of people have mixed feelings about the choices of this program recently. We won't, force down your throats how we feel about this show right now, but a lot of the time lately I don't.
I haven't watched past the premiere season of Season 8, or the season premiere episode of Season 8, so I can't really speak to it. I will watch it, it's just a matter of getting access to it again. My Cody's down, and I can't. Screw Cox. I'm not paying $230 to watch fucking TV. Fuck you. Sorry.
It's pretty nuts, man. But
YouTube Red is an option. Is Walking Dead? Is AMC on YouTube Red?
Yeah. That's actually...
It's on the YouTube TV thing, really?
It's on the YouTube TV thing. That's what I have.
Shit. All right. Well, then I'll do that.
And
does it have sci-fi too? Can we watch Channel Zero on there?
It's got a decent amount of channels, and you pay 20 or 30.
All right. I'll have to investigate that.
Please investigate.
Okay. I will.
I mean, you still have...
I need to do Shudder too. I got to start. If Shudder's only $5 a month, I can do Shudder.
Yeah, Shudder.
Guys, stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot of reviews coming at you in the very near future.
Yeah.
Next.
So we are jumping. We are jumping to our second to last story, peoples. And who else wants a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot?
Yes.
Remake? I don't know. It's a tough situation where they've continued the story in the comic books in the manner in which that they have, and there was the Fox executive this past week who said very plainly, it was well, we're all for a reboot. We're just waiting on Joss to approve it. Which actually, for me, with the money he could potentially, take in from just giving the go-ahead to that actually impresses me. If he is, kind of holding back a little bit for the right time, if ever, and focusing on other things like Batgirl, which he didn't do. Anyway,
he departed from.
Yeah,
so it's done anyway.
Yeah, but shit, man, I adore Buffy the Vampire Slayer, both the original film and the expansion through the TV series. I've read a little bit of the comics. Have you gone extensively? Have you followed?
I read season 8, 9, and I don't know if I actually got to 10 or not. He's coming back for 12, right?
It's 11.
Or is it 11?
It's something like that.
Okay.
I know Joss is supposed to be back with more of a hands-on role. So that's where it's we see so many revivals, dude. So many of these revival flipping series where we see Roseanne, it's mostly of the sitcom variety, I guess. But there was apparently in this same news story on THR been chatter about not a reboot specifically, but a revival, a sequel series. Take the X-Files approach. I think that'd
be great.
That's exciting if
that'd be great. But some of them don't look great. I mean, of course, Willow still looks amazing. I'm sure James Marsters can still pull it off. Although you can't really have Spike or Angel back because they're supposed to look the same way they did in the original series as vampires. They'll be considerably different looking.
I would argue that Angel Boreanaz looks pretty much the same.
He looks the same as he did in Angel.
Okay. Yeah.
Not in Buffy though. He looked way too young in Buffy.
Yeah, he looked super young in Buffy, and I was actually watching some old videos of the second season where he goes bad and stuff, and
the Buffy books are actually fun, Samuel. Season 8 and 9, it picks up right where they left off, and there's really cool stuff involving Dawn and all of them. Like they all
Buffy hooks up with a chick at one point too.
Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great. They actually cross over with Frey. Which is a comic series that was also written by Joss Whedon that was essentially a future Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she has this badass red axe, and that's the one that they actually included in season 7 of Buffy. That is from the Frey comic book. Sweet. It's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that is cool.
Or it might be vice versa. The Frey comic book took it from that, but either way, it's really cool. And so in season, I think 9, they actually crossed over. Frey met Buffy, like she got in a time thing and went back and met Buffy. It was fucking great, man.
Awesome.
Malaka Frey. He was a great character.
I just appreciate the aspect of continuity, if that's the case then, since I haven't read any of the comic books, unfortunately, but I do, unfortunately, own a few of the comics and just haven't read them, but that's actually because I haven't finished the Buffy series. I was a lover of it until season 6, and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon. Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Yeah. So you're not a fan of... You wouldn't be down for this, or you would be down for the reboot?
I would be so down for a reboot, but that would just the aspect of...
Go ahead, I'm grabbing something.
The aspect of much more to catch up on. So we are going to jump to our final story now, and this is one that, if my dude is jumping away, it's totally okay, because of the fact that Cemetery Dance, shout out to Blue, shout out to Rich Chismar, and all those peeps. Just this past week, they announced the fact that there's going to be a new anthology. And I do want this guy's opinion about this anthology.
I'll be back. I'm listening.
No, he is listening. I'm going to take a quick little swiggy swig. So, an anthology that basically centers around people who are scared to be on planes, or just terror aspects. And we're not talking... Well, maybe we are. I haven't read all these short stories. I don't know if we're talking 9/11 stuff or supernatural shit or whatever. But anytime somebody is paranoid about being on a plane, there is a new anthology series that I guess there was like a little round table dinner, and King was talking about it, and Chismar was like, dude, I would so publish that. I would so put that together. So my boys at Cemetery Dance, I love so much, are putting together a series called... I believe it's Flight or Fight. Yes, indeed. And so, yeah.
Sorry, it took me a while to find it, but I wanted to show everyone the Frey comic book. This is the future Buffy. You can see the axe is the one from season 7 of Buffy. Yeah. So this is the story that was the future Buffy the Vampire Slayer kind of thing. It's a vampire trying to take over in the future, and it's fucking really, really cool. So, sorry, I just wanted to show everyone that. Yeah. Get my little geek bona fides out there.
Do it proper, man. So, Flight or Fight, or...
Flight or Fight.
Flight or Fright is the proper terminology, and I keep, thinking of the term that we've heard before. But, Flight or Fright is being put together, and it has a brand new story from Stephen King. It has a brand new story from Joe Hill, and then lots of other heavy hitters who have previously put stuff together. I mean, we're talking Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, we're talking Bradbury, we're talking, Matheson, his main dude that has influenced him so flippin' much. The King story is called The Turbulence Effect, and the Joe Hill story is called You Are Released. What do you think about an anthology that centers specifically on just scares in the air?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That give me a new Night Flyer thing. You know,
good job.
That'd
there,
be great.
Man. Yeah,
I give me more Langoliers. I actually really like the Langoliers.
Yeah, the adaptation with the Perfect Strangers guy maybe less so, but the
short is good. I never read it.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's in 4 Past Midnight, if I'm not mistaken. It's in novella, another short. Now that I think about it, but really, really good. I felt for the blind girl throughout. You know, Perfect Strangers, homie, and dating special effects, but it's still pretty good, I have to say. But this intrigues me, especially with the lineup that they've assembled. King is doing the introduction. Bev Vincent from Cemetery is doing, who also has a new story. Shout out to Bev, man. And he's doing the outro, whatever you would, the epilogue, so to speak. But yeah.
Okay.
Anything Cemetery does, dude, I am so all about it and very happy to, give them shout outs and purchase their stuff. I've already pre-ordered this.
Nice. Cool.
Yes, I have.
Well, it makes sense. It sounds like it's going to be a fun thing. So I would be on board to give it a try as well. I'm still waiting for you to dive into Joe Hill. I don't know when that's going to happen.
Well, I have to read Horns, but, I mean, besides that...
do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Do it!
Well, I think that's going to do it for this week's Horror News with Booze. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Sorry if I was distracted by the comments today. I'll try and do better next week, but it was a lot of stories and a lot to talk to people about. So, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias, I've been Jaime Fuego.
And, guys, we might, Andrew, myself, and producer Dave might be signing on in a little bit to play some Fortnite on the channel. So, stay tuned for that, if so. But otherwise, we'll catch y'all tomorrow for our usual 2 episodes. So, thanks very much. And remember, stay scared.
Do it! Do it!
Do it. Do it. Do it.
And we Wakanda you.
Good night.